If you've been wondering where are all the good men, I actually have some homework for you.
But where are all the good men? All the good men are taken. Where can I find them? Bestie, they're everywhere. The same guy who is off.
The good men, where are they? I keep seeing that video. They're hiding. All of your videos of, screaming and saying how much you hate men and your icks because I don't know they breathe.
Men with no hose. Where are you?
A lot of women choose the wrong men and are fully aware of it.
If you want to know why men don't approach you in real life, I'm going to share exactly why that is.
Y'all rather reach in the back and get the bad boys, the ones that look good, the one that got the popularity, the one that got the money but no character.
86% of women say they want a man to make the first move. 76% of men say that they are terrified of making the first move for fear of being seen as creepy. 20% of Gen Z say that a man approaching a woman in public always or usually constitutes harassment. Square that circle. 86% of women want a man to make the first move. 76% of men are terrified of making the first move. So what that means is guys know if they don't make the first move, nothing's going to happen. But that if they do make the first move, they're going to maybe be seen as creepy and they're terrified of being Me Too'd. Women know that they want a man to make the first move, but if they're only 14% of them are actually going to go out and do it on their behalf. So women cultivating receptiveness, I think, is a good way to do this.
I never understand when people are like, you need to find a man. Like it's hard. Like they're literally everywhere. I can't even leave the house without seeing at least 10 of those motherfuckers, okay? They're not hiding. This isn't Where's Waldo. Now what you didn't say is find a good man.
The good men, where are they? I keep seeing that video. They're hiding. All of your videos of, screaming and saying how much you hate men and your icks because I don't know they breathe. They just decided they're going to be hiding for a while. They're done. They're taking a vacation from women. They're probably at home. If they're not at work, they're at home. And they're just watching TikToks of women horrified, being very, very happy that they made their choice to just be single and choose peace over crazy toxicity. Oh, and where are the good women? They're at home too. Yeah, they're at home looking like this. And all the other girls, they're out at the club. They're at the bar, dating the same 6'3" guy that's probably texting all of them. He has multiple girlfriends, and all the good people were at home on Reddit, probably going down a deep rabbit hole we shouldn't, scaring ourselves about the world, and just scrolling through our phones looking like this.
The good men are letting them choose the bear because we don't want that kind of mentality in our lives. The good men are in the woods chilling with the bear because we choose him too. Yeah. Once I really saw how women view us. Honestly, turned me off from ever dating ever again. My life's been peaceful and I save a lot of money. I was in a crazy, toxic relationship for 2 years, and now I'm happy as hell about to get a new GPU. The good man is out here doing something he should have been doing years ago, which is to enjoy life. These women will always complain, but forget they walk past by that good man every day. There's a reason why they can't find the good guy. That's only because they're looking for a specific type of guy to date. Most of the guys now are just focusing on traveling and finding women overseas. The men are done in the West.
So there's this trend on Twitter where people are labeling female celebrities as hitting a wall, like they've hit the point of aging where they're just starting to deteriorate, like Amelia Clark and Emma Watson and Aubrey Plaza. And you know what? They're right, but they're wrong. They're missing one woman that is about to hit a wall that no one's talking about.
I've been called a post-wall woman twice. The Urban Dictionary defines it as a woman who is past her fertility window and has become very unattractive to men. After women hit 35, they are basically a post-wall woman. It's like they hit a wall at full speed and they got their face all messed up. It's interesting how people can come up with such creative terms to tear people down. Too bad they don't come up with such terms to lift people up. Oh well.
A lot of women choose the wrong men and are fully aware of it. I've seen many videos on TikTok and Instagram of women humoring this idea that women do not make rational choices when it comes to men. I'm not trying to generalize, I'm speaking based on what I see. If you don't believe me, take a look at this short compilation that I put together.
I'm an awful guy, and I'm always. Why has it been? Why has it been so long? Why has it been so long? Who you?
She say I'm obsessed with thick women, and I agree. Yeah.
These TikToks all had thousands upon thousands of views and likes, with plenty of women of all ages in the comments section relating to this notion. And in my opinion, it's pretty baffling to me that so many women know who the good men are, but they deliberately choose to go after the men with red flags, the men who show zero interest in them, and the men who are just blatantly toxic. And to make matters even worse, these women treat their poor choice of men as a complete joke. But once these women get tired of being mistreated by the men that they chose, and likely accumulated a whole lot of trauma in the process, they ask, where are all the good men? The good men were always there, and you knew this, but you didn't want them. You friend-zoned them, you called them boring, and you went after the men who you knew were not good for you. And now all the good men are either in relationships with women who did not subject themselves to trauma-inducing dead-end relationships, or they simply don't find any interest in you.
And there you have it. They go after those men with red flags because it brings them temporary thrill and excitement, but adds permanent trauma for the next guy they date. It just seems to me most of these women like their misery. They know exactly where to look to find a good guy. They deliberately choose not to.
You're still asking yourself, where are all the good men? They're pretty much hiding out until they find the same thing that they will provide. It's basically for their weaknesses and insecurities to be known but not taken for granted. Which I know sounds like a bare minimum kind of thing. But the truth is that that sort of thing is expected of men, but somehow it is not expected for men. And that's why good men are still out there. They just don't want to be found by the wrong person.
Y'all rather reach in the back and get the bad boys, you know, the ones that look good, the one that got the popularity, the one that got the money but no character. That's the man y'all go for. Cause, right, you would rather cry in a Bentley, right? Yeah, no, I'd rather not cry at all. See, and the good men at the front going to work faithfully, ain't out all night, ain't clubbing in bed by 8 watching anime. Them the ones. I'm telling you now, them the ones. But see, look. Them the ones that y'all be saying they give y'all the ick, right? No, it's not the ick. You just want the bad boys. The good men is the men that y'all be ghosting because y'all say they too nice.
Nowadays, a nice guy is seen as a red flag to modern women. I don't even think they themselves know what they want. Once the chads finish breaking their hearts, that's when they reach out to the good guy. Once the good guy gets boring, they go back to the chads. It's no wonder why men have stopped dealing with the nonsense. These women are like children who aren't able to make up their minds about which candy they want.
If you've been wondering where are all the good men, I actually have some homework for you. Start to find and pay attention to the qualities that you love in the men who are around you. The men you know, the men you don't know, the guy at the grocery store who asks to help carry your stuff out to your car. Because when you say, where are all the good men, I already know that you are in a pattern of looking for negative qualities in men. And you're finding them. So start looking for the good men and you will find them.
Am I the only guy that will never walk up to a woman? I don't care how beautiful she is.
This is the difference between a man and a boy. Because, sir, closed mouths don't get fed. Ain't no woman walking up on you, and if she is, she's slick slow. Okay? Y'all can have it. Y'all could just have it. Like, this is that school of Melvin bullshit. Like, who raised y'all? You know, before the internet and cell phones, that's how you talk to people. You walked up and talked to them. Make it make sense, y'all.
Yes, that's correct. Back in the days, approaching one another was how human beings used to communicate with each other. But also, back in the days, approaching a woman wasn't seen as a creepy act. Back in the days, women didn't shame men for shooting their shot at a woman. Nowadays, women use men as a meal ticket while having other guys on the side. They've decided all this hassle isn't worth it anymore. They'd rather be at peace than dealing with a modern woman.